IntoResin has kindly sent me these two gorgeous moulds to use today. So first of all, I'll show you the big one. So this is the handmade irregular ripple storage vase, and you might have seen the lovely Michelle from Glitz and Glitter use this one. So that's that one. And then this one is the handmade crystal diamond butterfly storage box. Isn't that gorgeous? So much detail in there. And then the lid, absolutely stunning. So we're going to be using these two today. So I'm just going to go and mix up some resin, and then we'll be back and do some pouring. I've mixed up some Apex High Gloss Finish resin, and I'm just going to split this up because it's quite deep in that pot. So I'm going to put some into there, and then what I'm going to do is, let's just put that to one side for a minute. And then in this one, for this vase, I just want to keep this quite simple today. So I'm just going to be using the Fluids resin ink in the petrol. And I just want a slight tint to this. So I'm going to mix in that lovely petrol blue. Get that mixed in. And then once that's mixed, I'll separate that again into two parts. So some in there and leave some in there. Just finish off mixing that colour in. Give that a good mix. And then give this one a good mix. And now I'm just going to pop these in the vacuum chamber just for 5 minutes, and then we'll be back to do some pour. These are both all nice and clear now, nice and bubble free. And this is a 1-to-1 resin. It's not a deep pour resin. And the reason I'm not using a deep pour is because although this is a really big mould, because you've got that big centerpiece in the middle there, the actual sides of the mould that you'll be filling isn't that thick. It's only about that much. So although it looks a big mould, it's thin around the outside. So it should be fine with just a 1-to-1 resin and not a deep pour. So I'm just going to pour this straight in, just nice and slowly. Let it find its own way in all those little crevices in there. Hopefully I've made enough of the blue. So that's that one. And then just going to top it up with the rest. Have I made enough? Oh yes, I think so. Lovely. Sorry, you can't see the pot so big. Right, so I'm just going to give that, actually I'm just going to give that a spritz with alcohol on the top. And I'm just going to move that to one side. And then we can move on to the butterfly. So for the butterfly, I've still got some of this blue left. So I'm just going to add that to the clear that I had left over. So I'm just going to add that into there, just so as I've got it all in one pot. Right, let's pop that one out of the way. So with this, I'm going to do like a reverse ink drop, and I'm going to be using green, pumpkin and sun. So just give these a quick shake. And that one. Take the lids off. And then I'm just going to drop some of this colour straight onto the mould. Some of the green. some of the yellow. Is that one yellow? Yeah, well, sun. And one more of the green over here. And then hopefully it will be all right with the bluey tinge that I've got on here still. So just going to add that into there. I think I probably need to dame it. And then the same with the lid. A few drops of each on there. Some of that one. And then some of the green. And then just pour that straight over the top. And then I'm just going to take a little toothpick and then just go underneath this rim, just to make sure there's no trapped bubbles under there. Just get that out. And I'm just going to give both of them a quick spritz with some 99% alcohol. And we'll leave those to cure, and then I'll see you back for demold. These have all cured up now, and I had a little bit of leftover resin, so I made a little turtle and just made him into one of those little phone poppet things that you put on the back of your phone. So there's our little turtle. Right, let's pop these ones out, shall we? Let's do this one first. This one's the lid. Oh, it's pretty. Like that. Went a bit out of my comfort zone with the colours, but I think they're okay. So that's that one. Let's get the main bit out. Come on, out you come. Ooh. Oh, pretty. That's lovely. Little butterfly in there, look. Oh, that fits perfect. Yeah. Not entirely sure of my colour choices, but it's still pretty. Let's colour in that butterfly in some silver. Make him stand out a little bit more. Colour him in. And while I'm colouring this in, I will just mention that I am an affiliate for IntoResin, so feel free to use the discount code all aboard. Get yourself some discount off your next order. And thank you ever so much to all my subscribers. And thank you for everyone that leaves a comment and a like. It does really help our channels to grow, so we do really appreciate that. Thank you ever so much. And if you're not subscribing and you'd like to do so, then feel free to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. That's pretty. And there's some little details here as well. I think I'll colour in silver. And another one there. And over there. And then another one there. And I think maybe with the lid, should I just go in between these? No, I don't think so. Let's wipe that off. Don't like that. I think we'll just leave it as that. So that's pretty. I'm tempted to do that again in just clear. Right, let's pop that to one side for a minute and get this one out. Ooh. Might have to do this off. Might have to do this off camera. I think I need my belly for this one. Right, I'll just get this demolded and then I'll be back. Right, I think I'm nearly there with this one. Oh, she says that. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh, no, here it comes. Oh, come on out you come. Ooh. Nearly there. Oh, I should have just carried on doing it off camera, shouldn't I? Oh, yeah, I do need my belly. Oh, right, nearly there, nearly there. There. Wow, that is gorgeous. That's just alcohol on there. Like to squirt some down the sides. That's lovely. I love that. What an absolutely stunning vase. I don't think I'll do anything to that. Does need trimming up around the bottom. So I think I'll just use my deburring tool and get that trimmed. Oh, I'm out of breath for demolding that one. Whoo-wee. That's better. That is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Love that. Right, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to pour this again, but just in clear. What do you think? Should we do it in clear and see what it looks like? I'll just mix up some resin and then I'll be back. I've mixed up some Apex high gloss resin and I'm just going to give the mould a quick squirt with some 99% alcohol. Just give that a good little squish in there. And then I'm just going to give this a nice clear resin. I'm not sure if I've done it justice with using those colours, so let's just do another quick pour. Right, that's that one topped up. Give this one a quick spritz. And then pour that one in there. Nice and slowly, just letting it find its way. Nearly full. How much resin did I make up? I think I made up 140 mil, I think I made up, so let's just get this domed. Lovely. I think this one can hold a little bit more. Tiny little bit more. Right, how much have we got left in there? 30 mil. Right, so I'm just going to give that a quick little spritz on the top, and then we'll leave this to cure, and then I'll see you back for demold. Or I'll just quickly go around the edge actually with a toothpick, and they do have like little soft ends on them, these toothpicks. So just going to get in around there, get any little bubbles out with that. It could be trapped underneath that lip. Pop that one there. Come on, pop. And same with this one. Little whiz run there. What's that little devil there? Come on, out you come. Right, so I'm just going to leave that to cure, and then I'll see you back in a bit. This is all cured now, so let's pop this out and see how it's looking in the clear. Come on, out you come. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. That's lovely. Right, and let's do the lid. Get the lid out. That is so pretty. I don't think I'll even do anything to that. I'm not going to add anything to that at all. That is gorgeous. Love that mould. So pretty. So that's the difference in the two. Let's have a look at the two inside bits. Absolutely stunning. Love that. Right, so thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Crafting on a houseboat where the river sings, creating little magic, oh the joy it brings. With the stars as my ceiling and the moonlight's glow, I'm an artist of the waves in a world I can sow. Seagulls call above me, a melody so sweet, nature's own gallery where the sky and water meet. Every stroke a story, every shade a sigh. In this tranquil moment, I let my spirit fly. Crafting on a houseboat where the river sings, creating little magic, oh the joy it brings. With the stars as my ceiling and the moonlight's glow, I'm an artist of the waves